Hey everyone, so today we're working on a Altec equipped bucket truck. This is a 2016 Freightliner. It's the business class. What we've got here, as you can see, this is broken, but the problem is this valve is stuck. I've already removed the cover here. It's just some little half-inch screws, half-inch bolts, I'm sorry. We've got one bolt down here that holds this section. What we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of do this the cheating way-ish. I don't want to take this whole valve down. Well, there's actually enough slack in this. I can take the whole valve down and set it down. I think we'll actually do that. You have to forgive me, I'm a little out of breath. I've been sick. So what we'll do is we will take these three 14 millimeter, 9/16, whichever way you want to call it, bolts out. And that will allow us to come in here set the valve down. That's why I got my towels here. Set the valve down, and we're going to take just the rear section off. Like I said, the only problem we have is this section here. We have a brand new section, brand new handle. Detents work perfectly. It's a detented section, so it has three positions: e-stop, upper, lower. Getting over the plague I've had here, and unfortunately very sick, so hoping I don't sound too terrible, but I know I don't sound too great either. Last bolt. Remove the cap so we have a nice little place to sit it without breaking the cap. Oh, of course, these lines are stiff as can be. Break this one loose right here, give it a little more swivel. This is tight. These are 7/8 fittings on this. Just a little more room. Maybe break a couple of more loose. That might give us a little more wiggle room. That's probably enough to do what we need to do. Rolled up out of the way. So the idea and the reason you want to do it this way and not split the entire thing apart is to save buying O-rings. O-rings from Altec are extremely expensive. I had to do a valve section on one, and I believe the O-rings themselves for just a spool end was $80, which is just, I mean, that's just absurd. That's borderline highway robbery. But Altec uses mostly proprietary components to kind of force you to do that. This is our one hose that must be removed. Then we'll also take our fitting out, but we'll do that once it's out. That sucker up out of the way. Gravity is your friend here because won't flow. It's going that way. Get this broke loose. And go ahead and buzz this off. Again, more 7/8. So now we'll take our center bolts. It uses 4. Basically, it's not really all thread, it's just threaded on the ends to hold the sections together. And I was really hoping it wouldn't do that, but it did. I really want my bolts to come apart on this end. Yep. Did not work how I wanted, but since we're doing them one at a time, we can cheat. Slide our piece out. Go back in through the other way. This will help keep your sections together and aligned. That way you don't cut O-rings. Okay, that one worked how we wanted. The lower one's down here. This one did not. So again, I can slide the wood with the socket rail perfectly in the way. Well, hold on, just dropped a nut. It happens. This is very uncomfortable to do as I'm standing on stairs. Not the best thing to try to do. Now we'll get our last bolt out. Our entire sections will flex now, but we are not concerned because we just want to get our end pieces off. So lean it up, keep pressure on these hoses. Give her a nice lean back. There's one. And then we take this section, which was our section in question, and get our new section. Don't see any metal down in here, which is good. We do not want to see metal shavings. This one was just stuck. I'm assuming it just had some scarring. It was faster. I mean, really wasn't faster either way. This valve was back ordered, so we were kind of at the mercy of Altec. My hydraulic builder couldn't even get me anything for it, so that's where it left us. And you just get this one back up on here. Push. Now we have our section on. Get some bolts in. Didn't even create a gap back on my other ones, which is good. That's what you want. If you make no gap, you have zero risk of splitting anything. this can get quite messy, so. It gives us our 4 pieces. Now we will change our impact driver to forward, and I like to crisscross. 1, go down bottom, 2, bottom over here, 3, and then top over here, 4. Now we will get our fitting, throw it back in here with a 7/8 socket. We will drive it home. Not too tight, nice little bumps. Get our 90-degree adapter. Close but not tight. Bring over the hose. Get it started. Crow's feet helps, and I have some, but it is not necessary at all. You can do these 100% without crow's feet. I have a set for when it is necessary, but you know, like I said, it's not necessary. You know, you get working on bobcats and stuff, and they get some stuff in there crazy at goofy angles, and you must have crow's feet. Now, step up. We have our 9/16 headed bolts. Start with the top one because that will be the easiest one. We have one sitting in here. Swing it up. And just start it. Do not tighten. What you want to do is you want to leave yourself room. And these are locked fasteners, vibration resistant, technically vibration proof. So you have to start them this side onto the fastener. Get another one here. Get this one. Nut on. Then we will get our bottom one. Being a little difficult. There it goes. Take our wrench. And then alternate again. This just helps bring everything up nice and evenly because these are stressed a little. Our last one right here. And this is how our handle should work. There. There we are. Just take this 1/2" nut on the handle, tighten it down. It is labeled red because this is emergency stop. There's that on. Take our shop towels here, start getting this oil soaked up. Try not to ever leave a mess at the customer's location if at all possible. If there is a spill, you just get it cleaned up. Get our dipstick back in. Not much oil here, maybe 1/3 of a quart. Nothing much. Take our panel. Let's put on with 1/2" headed fasteners. There's 4 of them in total. And we made a mistake. No big deal. Got our test port line out of clock. Just go ahead and double check all our connections here. Tight, 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 tight. Okay. Go ahead and grab some fasteners. These are not vibration resistant fasteners, so they do not matter where the nut faces. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't. Somebody's been fooling around in here previously. These have not been my customers since day one. I gained this customer. So I am sometimes working on things that have been messed with before. I mean, these trucks are 2016s, so they've had some years to be fiddled with. Somebody probably dropped that fastener down and just said, let's just replace it with what we got sitting in the bolt bin. And last but not least, number 4. There you have it, guys. Like I said, this is a valve on an Altec bucket truck. It's on a 2016 Freightliner. We now have this working like it should. It is a selector for emergency stop, lower and upper controls. Everything else works as it should. So stay tuned. We'll get you guys another one. Thanks.